to talk about internal migration in China related to the production of wine, the life cycles. Internal migration in China is about these rural workers that are in these years were migrating to the cities such as Guangdong, Shanghai, and Beijing that have gone to the cities in search for a job and higher salaries. What they do is they go to the city to work and they send back money to their families in their hometowns. And then here there is a map. We can see that a migration of people moving from the inlands of China towards the cities. And there's a massive migration. Here there's a graph indicating this. Well, I'm going to talk about the Foucault system. That is a system that registers the Chinese people into their home place where they were born, and that these rural migrants are being affected because as they come from the inlands, they don't have the government doesn't help them a lot with the social, with the healthcare, with lots of things in the cities because they don't receive those benefits because they weren't born there. So here we can see all the consequences of the Foucault system. This is a Chinese New Year's festival. This is the annual biggest migration in China, all the world. And it's all of these rural workers that go back to their home places to see their families and to be with them. It's a period of about 40 days, and it is estimated almost 360 million people go back to their homeland. That's an image we can see of a train station flooded with people. Now, my colleague is going to talk about the iPhones.
Well, I'm going to talk about the life cycle of an iPhone, and I'm going to start from the manufacturing impact. 77% of Apple's greenhouse emissions come from the manufacturing, and 17% come from the Apple being used because 100% of the Apple applications like Zero iCloud are run on renewable energy sources, meaning that they don't contaminate. So that's why the main contaminating from Apple comes from the manufacturing impact. The past iPhones contaminated a lot because they contain mercury and other elements like benzene and xen. And the mercury was the one that contaminated a lot because when they disarm like the iPhone for selling the gold that it contained, they throw the mercury into the river or the ocean, and it's contaminated a lot and lots of fish and ruin the biodiversity. The latest iPhones have now been removed, the mercury and the beryllium and the benzene, and were one of the most contaminating materials. And now that it doesn't have a mercury, it's much better, and contaminant is much less. And now something that Apple extreme that is very good is that they are turning their facilities into green facilities, meaning that now they are putting trees inside them and all the energy will be run on renewable energy sources, and this won't contaminate and will help a lot the planet.
I'm going to talk about the internal migration and iPhone production, what they have in common. Pegatron is a company that makes technology, and they have 90,000 employees approximately in China. They are the company. This is a company that makes the iPhone. The company, the employees have like very bad. They will have to work lots of hours. They have poor conditions, and they are not paid so much. These are like where they live and stay while they are working in Pegatron. And wait, can you please? Okay. So people go to Beijing to find jobs, like they industrialize, but they found out about the jobs and how they pay very poorly, and they have to work lots of hours. So they are unhappy or try to move back, the ones that can, because they have not poor money, and some can't. Then the pollution that is created because of the production of the iPhone also changes the migration, internal migration in China, because some people, mainly the rich people, can move because of like health issues, and also air pollution is not nice to see, so maybe some people also move because of that. The mercury of the past iPhones also, when you eat the fish that is contaminated with the mercury, you can get like very serious illnesses such as cancer. And yes, so people move, the ones that can move from the sea. The sources that we used for our presentation.